Thank you for joining me on the channel Mazaraf Tarot. I am doing a quick synopsis of a reading that I already have out, and it was for Mother's Day. But I wanted to clarify some things, and then if you watch it, if you are a follower of mine, then it could make more sense to you. So for my Mother's Day reading, it's labeled it's a good reason to no. But it was on Mother's Day, and I was talking about going to the banks and seeing all these families that were driven, slave driven. But Mot means death in Hebrew, and Abrahamic religion is the thing that gives us, we get life through it. Because they've kind of decided that they're going to classify life like no one else has ever done. I mean, other nations have done, but they act like that didn't. But anyway, Mot means death in Hebrew, but mother says M-O-T, which is death, her. Now, the thing is, I am no mother. I am plenty of many things, but I ain't not never been your mother. I ain't not never been your father. I ain't not never been. But there was a lot of mothers out there, but it's tied to the Hebrew word Shemot, which has something to do with Exodus and people getting their names. It's actually the book of names. Now, in the story of Exodus, the book of names is all the Egyptians that were brought into, all the Israelites that were brought into Egypt that had a name for themselves. They didn't need to make a name for themselves, so they weren't needing to become made man. They were already made. They already had it made. Because everybody knows that you want to make a name for yourself. And they already had a legacy that even the Egyptians couldn't blot out. The issue with that is that they didn't even have any laws. So those people that would have went into Egypt, they would have started doing what? They would have started doing what they wanted to do. Because how are you an Israeli and you have no proof that your God is real? The only person that had proof that their God was real, I don't even know if his name originally would have been in the Shemot. Because he would have been raised Egyptian. So those people would have came from an unproven religion. And so Moses hypothetically said, "'Tis I then went into the desert once I was exiled, and I found he who shall not be mentioned by name." And also, it was not consumed. And was on fire, but didn't burn up. Huh? So how does one have a name for being a religion that had no God up until that point? So they was blind faith. They was blind. It would have been the blind leading the blind until somebody could see. And who could see was Moses. And what Moses saw was get those people out of here. So it would have just been things in places. But I just thought it was funny because you have Mother's Day where it says death to her. Death becomes her is about Mother's Day. It's about mothers. What was Death Becomes Her about? It was Meryl Streep and her red-haired friend. I am not a blonde. And her husband, Bruce Willis. And that got something to do with Michelle. That don't got nothing to do with me. They don't got nothing to do with me. Because Michelle on Broadway being Death Becomes Her. Michelle, my body is not a shell. I am not in my shell. What was it? I don't even go to Broadway. Broadway got something to do with passing fake judgment, false judgments on people. Mm-hmm. What's it called? You play wicked games, you get wicked prizes. I just don't know what it is. The thing is, in Death Becomes Her, she makes a deal. Meryl Streep's character. Now, Meryl Streep is a cancer sin, but she is unlike myself. We are not the same kind. We are not the same kind. Mm-mm. I ain't never been a winner. Anyway, Meryl Streep in Death Becomes Her. She makes a deal with that young girl. But that young girl actually old. It's an old lady. She just got a young body. And she's like, you drink this elixir of life. You drink this potion. You drink this shit. And you'll live forever. You're not immortal. You are immortal. You're not immortal. It's never ending. It's some sort of beast shit. Like, what was I saying? Her body could decay. It could fall apart. But it was missing blood. It was missing the blood. It didn't have the blood. I don't even think it had a soul. It would have been probably what that girl from the movie Sinners is saying. Those ain'ts going, I don't know what's getting life through you. That thing would have been the through thing. Probably the devil from the book of Job. Because he said he was roaming throughout. I don't know where that, but somebody don't have that or somebody do. I don't know what it is. The thing is, I just did a reading. They're uploading. This one will probably upload first. It was about, but I probably won't let it. It was about upload first because I kind of want them to upload in the order that I have it. What was it? And you know, as long as I know, that's all that matters. The system likes to really mess with me and my messages, but they will let y'all put y'all stupid ass messages out. Jesus had a mother. Had a moat her. He had a Shemot. Jesus had a name. Jesus would have been his own mother. Because he would have got life through it. And it was the Most High. And it would have been a virgin. But somebody would have overshadowed it. Because it wouldn't have been the other one. Because there were some other sons of God. But those was tied in with wickedness. But Jesus had to be the only one that could have survived. You know why? Because if that Lord or God started reigning, Jesus talking about he got gills, he would have survived in all elements. Maybe not fire. But I did think that was interesting because he starts saying he has a mother. He has a Shemot. He's a Shemot. So Gabriel. Gabriel also got a mother. Gabriel got a Shemot. Michael got a Shemot. Excuse me. I don't know her and father. It's his Mary. Some lady is their father. Because someone John was fat. But I was like, why's death? I will never be overshadowed. Only person that was overshadowed from American Gods was Alden. Was Alden overshadowed? He was over it, right? Because he had something called Shadow Moon. He felt like he was over the moon. Or he felt like he was overshadowed. Odin felt overshadowed by a black deity with all his enlightenment, with all his witchery of whether or not, with all his hedge funds and stone hedges being made out of clay. He started feeling a way about that man being a living color. Since can't we all get along? And like they started feeling overshadowed. So he started calling that boy's mama. Because Odin is a deity. That boy would have been the son of God. I don't know. Can't be his father. Ricky Riddle do not look mixed to me. But have a mother who was highly favored in the Most High. And he started saying, she's a slut. But really, he would have been talking about his name. Like, you a slut. You done slept with over 100 people. He was sort of saying in the third person, like he was there. So he's talking intercourse. It's weird. He met him on Jethro. He met Shadow Moon feeling overshadowed on a plane on Jethro. But to feel overshadowed, he had to let go of his Lucky. They both had Lucky in their life. Both of them had a Lucky Loki in their life. One Lucky Loki liked that black man. One Lucky Loki didn't even fit the characteristics of a leprechaun. One had a leprechaun, but he was tall. That was just a giant of old feeling lucky because he didn't did. He just let everybody he know die. Because he got scared. He had fear. But the Shadow Moon's Lucky went through hell and back with him in prison and started telling him, when you go to the airport, if you ever go to an airport, don't show your ass. But he was little. He wasn't a giant old. But I just thought that was fascinating because y'all got Mother's Day. And Jesus keeps saying he got a mother. He got a name. But that name was connected to grooming a descendant of David. Or taking an oath to it or pledging to do it. Because somebody was originally not greeted with a name, Gabriel, who had a mother, because it has a name in the book of Israel's. He started saying, greetings, you who are to be something. It started troubling Mary. And then he finally said, Mary? Elizabeth had a name first. I thought Queen Elizabeth was Catholic. I don't know what the fucker is. Who don't got a mother? Gentiles don't have no damn mother. Because they don't have no name. No Gentile in the Bible had no name. So all these people with a name for themselves, they will come from their mother and dragon? All them people with that name? I don't know if that child survives. I don't know. But I know that it causes some dude with a mommy named Michael to start fighting with somebody that don't got no mommy. Oh, he do got a mama. Satan got a lot of mommies. Satan got so many damn names for himself. He got so much motherly love. Satan, Lucifer, devil, dragon. That child don't have no mama. It keeps saying mothers and child. That mother don't have no mama. And that child don't have no mama. Don't have no mama. Mother and child don't have no mama. Because that's not a name. Your name cannot be name. Child name can't be child. What? I don't know. Some child need name. Son of God. That's a legion. Sons of God is a legion. Yes. There's some in Genesis and there's some in Luke and some in Mark. There's a lot. I don't know about Uncle Luke. But that gotta be a legion. Because somebody... Michael started talking about the sons of God. I don't know what they do. Who would be the son of God? God had to be the lady with that cigarette. Talking about, I don't want this. Jeep. I don't want that Jeep. I don't want that Jeep. And it's not gonna ever be a moment that we can ride off into the sun together. Cause that she show the fuck can't. And her child show the fuck ain't. And they show the fuck don't. So they don't have no mother. So and show the fuck ain't. So I don't know what world them living in that them think they gonna survive. Did I already talk about that? That's what Job say. That's what Satan said to Job. Going, you want me to consider being your servant? You want me to consider those things? We gotta have an eye for an eye. We gotta have a trade. Why do you think you're gonna keep them safe or protected in there? Job would have thought he was in a vote and he could be a governor. Like Satan would have said, I need you to open up that motherfucking vote, shake that shit out, and just empty it. Just fucking destroy it. Because ain't no one gonna ever be safe. Because if you want me to be your servant, you gotta bring hell on earth. Will you consider my servant Job? Satan? I was once asked that question. I was once asked that question by a white woman. And I was going, this is wrong. Because I'm a messenger. This is wrong. And when that woman asked me, could I be her servant? I looked her dead in her eyes and thought, did you go to your mouth? I heard slave. I would never in my life be your motherfucking slave. You didn't even have no name until I give you one. So, I don't know who them more. But when she asked me, can I be her motherfucking servant? I looked at her going, you crazy. Because I ain't never been nowhere. I ain't never did anything. So if you think this beginning of my story is going to be slavery, you out your motherfucking mind. You can be my slavery. You can be my servant. Because I've heard I. So that's the only way. But that's all I have for you because I'm not going to be your fucking servant. So Godspeed. God bless. Bye.